As fears of a nuclear meltdown grow in Fukushima, those living there are confronted with a dilemma: leave or sit tight. Graham Chave is a New Zealander living in Fukushima City. He spoke to Euronews via Skype.
What are your friends and neighbours and the people in the vicinity around you? What are they thinking? What are they saying? What are they talking about?
Other foreign friends, the majority of them have already left Fukushima City. They've headed mainly westwards, just to the other side of the country, basically. It's not that far away. Japanese people, very few of them are moving at all. Maybe it's a fatalism or maybe it's a trust in the government. They are generally sitting still and just stocking up on supplies. Supermarkets, there was about an hour and a half wait this morning to get into the supermarket. But once we were in, we came out with enormous amounts of food. The only problem really at the moment is getting petrol. It's very hard to find. And yeah, it's rationed to maybe about 15 euros worth.
Why are you still there, Graham?
Transportation is a major issue in that really it's hard to leave. If there was suddenly a radioactive cloud coming over, then okay, we'd just get in the car and say, we're out of here. The lack of petrol is a very strong determining factor here. We actually just don't have the option to say we're going to drive 500 miles to get well away from it.
Everyday life in Fukushima, is that continuing as normal?
I'm not comfortable. I'm pretty nervous, I've got to say. There was a collection of aftershocks yesterday that really had me on edge by the end of it. There was within half an hour we had about 10 good shakes. And each time the house moves a bit, I'm like, the heart's right up in the throat. I'm so really very worried, and do I need to run downstairs? I know I'm not the only one. The neighbours are getting twitchy. They're like, oh, a truck goes past, the house shakes. I think, oh, it's another earthquake again. So, people are actually quite worried.